All right, we're going to begin a back series. I'd like you to lie supine with the backs of your knees on the roller. You're going to tie your lightest loop band in a knot to the foam roller and hold the excess of the band in your dominant hand. So you'll want the roller under the knees and lie all the way back. You're going to point your toes, keep your legs pretty much together. Try to use the backs of the legs, the hamstrings, to keep that roller, to push it down into the floor to ground it. And take that dominant arm overhead into an overhead press after you've wrapped the knuckles around the roller. So with it in an overhead press, you are going to then take the arm up like Frankenstein in line with your chest and the opposite leg up in the air perpendicular to the floor, pointing those toes. From here, reach those limbs in opposition down. The leg will hover from the floor, holding the arm down. I want you to find an imprint with your upper back. Plug the shoulder down. Think about the back ribs pressing into the floor. Widen the collarbone. Inhale, both limbs back up. Pelvic stability here, no movement in the pelvis. Exhale, lower down. Inner thigh pulls the leg down. Shoulder plugs down on that dominant arm side. Hold, inhale. And exhale, stay here. Inhale, lift back up. So we'll do a full breath at the bottom. Exhale, lower down. Hold. Inhale, one. Breathe. Exhale, one. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, lower. Hold. Inhale, one. Exhale, one. Inhale, lift. And last time on our dominant side, take it down. Hold. Inhale, one. Breathe. Exhale, one, and inhale, lift back up. Go ahead and flip the roller around so that you have the band now in your non-dominant hand. We'll do a couple of extra repetitions to even the body out. So if you feel your knees being bent in this position is challenging, you might need to roll the roller up a little higher under the thighs. It may be easier to pin it than right under the knees. Once you're down, we'll begin setting up on the other side. Inhale to prepare with the limbs up into the air. Exhale to lower them down. Holding them down. Inhale, one, breathe. Exhale, one. And inhale, lift them back up. And exhale to lower. Inhale, think about the pelvis pulling towards that roller. Exhale, hold. Inhale, pelvis pulls towards the roller as you lift the limbs up. Shoulders down, and exhale, lower. Hold, inhale, one, breathe. Exhale, one. Inhale, lift. 3 more sets. Exhale, lower. Point those toes, even the leg that's on the ground. Use the back of that hamstring to pin that roller. Lifting up. Inhale. Last 2. Exhale, take it down. Hold, inhale, one, breathe. Exhale, one. Inhale, lift. And here we go, final one. Make it count. Focus on the quality, no pelvic movement, shoulder stability. Widen the gap between the chin and the chest. Inhale, lift. From here, you're not going to take that knot out of your band because we are going to use it again in the same position on the roller. I just want you to go ahead and take it off and use the excess of the band, wrapping it around your hands, and come over to a wall. You're going to bring your arms into a high diamond shape. You've got the excess of the band evenly wrapped around the knuckles with the thumbs on the outside, and the arms are in a diamond, imprinting the back against the wall. So we're standing, feet hip distance apart, and you're very close to the wall. And we're going to start with the dominant arm, and we're going to pull it to the side of the body from a diamond shape overhead. Make sure the other arm is right over your head so the band doesn't hit you in the head. You're going to exhale, and it's a slow pull down, like a lat pull down, all the way to the side of the body, trying to keep the imprint of the upper back. And then exhale. Let's actually inhale, prepare, exhale to pull down. Once you've gotten it as far as you can, inhale to lift back up. Keep the length in the side body here. Imagine I have your pelvis and I'm pulling down as that arm comes up. There's a tendency to shorten the obliques as we're trying to stabilize the shoulder and bring that arm back up. So you want to keep the length in the side body. Notice if the upper back is staying imprinted. We want to keep the upper back nice and imprinted. Let's do 3 more on this side. 3. Trying to get the forearm, the back of the arm, the shoulder, mid-back, tailbone, back of the head on the wall at all times without pushing the rib cage forward. So think about your sternum melting in and pulling down. 1 more on this side, and now we'll switch to the non-dominant arm. So this is going to be a little more challenging. Try to keep your dominant arm nice and stable. And on the way up, inhale, feel your pelvis pulling down, sternum melting in and down. The only thing that is going up is the arm, but you're still using that lat to move it slowly up. And the pelvic floor muscles, the muscles that stop your stream of pee, that energy line is going up. The sternum and ribs are softening down. The pelvis is pulling down to keep those hip flexors long. We've got 4 more. 4. And if your wrist is breaking, you may be making it a wrist exercise, so keep the wrist flat. Forearm and back of arm really pinning into the wall, pressing into the wall, lots of energy. Give me 2 more. 2. And last one. And 1. From here, grab a 3-pound weight. Holding it in your dominant hand, we're going to stay against the door. We're going to be doing cactus presses up. We'll do more on our non-dominant side. So start with your dominant arm just so you feel what it feels like. Inhale to press up. Exhale to come back to cactus. Keeping the imprint the entire time. And we press and we lower down. Notice the back of the shoulder should be working. If the front of the shoulder is working, you're gripping in your chest. Soften the front ribs towards the back ribs. Press the back ribs into the door. Keep your sternum melting down, 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 down. Pelvis pulling down. I have your hips and I'm pulling them to the floor. Long side body. Inner thighs are pulling towards the door behind you to stabilize your pelvis even more. And 1 more on this dominant side, and then I want to switch to our non-dominant side so we can do extra repetitions. Go ahead and switch to your non-dominant arm. The other arm can stay completely still, or it can do the motion as well without being loaded. See which version feels best on your body today. Notice the chest. See how much you can get it to melt in towards the wall. Shoulder blades are really pressing hard into the wall or door behind you. Plug the shoulders down. You're doing great. 5 more. We want to do extra repetitions to even out the work so that we can work our bodies evenly and for injury prevention purposes. 3 more. Moving on the breath. Inhale to press up. Exhale, inner thighs pull back as that arm comes down. Inhale, shoulders plug down, pelvis pulls down. Exhale, pelvic floor muscles pull in and up. And 2. Last 1. And 1. Good. Set that weight down. We're going to come into a forward fold. Stand with your feet hip distance apart. Hands at your side. From here, inhale, prepare. Lengthening the body. Exhale, begin to curl down, tucking the chin to the chest, softening the sternum, tucking the pelvis under, soft knees, rounding all the way down, deep C curve. Imagine you're creating a C from the crown of the head all the way to the feet, a deep scoop in of the lower abdominals. If this hurts the low back, bend your knees a little bit more and make sure you're pulling in and up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. From here, inhale, you can play around with exhaling, bending the knees a little, coming into a squat, and then inhale, straightening, pulling the pelvis down as you straighten. Exhale, inner thighs pull you back into the squat, and inhale, pelvis pulls towards the feet as you straighten. 2 more. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. Inhale, pelvis pulls down as you peel up, vertebra by vertebrae. When you run out of that inhale, you exhale and you pull the inner thighs back so that the pelvis doesn't wobble. Soft knees. Weight evenly distributed between the toes. Great job.